The Prepping Preacher. I haven't been on in quite a while. Life has been really busy. We have moved from Indiana to Tennessee and are trying to get set up on a small homestead there. But I'm not coming to you today about any prepping things. I'm coming to you today about this war in Iran. If you've watched my videos, you know I'm a veteran. You know that I believe that there is a time for war. The Bible states that very clearly. But we are a country that is supposed to be founded upon rules and regulations. A country that has an ultimate law, and that law is called the Constitution. And the Constitution tells us that the only people that can declare war is the Congress of the United States. Trump ran on a policy of stopping the endless wars. I think we've been having more war since he's become president. It just seems like we're attacking everybody. I mean, we're threatening to attack Greenland if they don't give themselves to us. I mean, that kind of garbage should not be supported by anybody. I voted for Trump because I felt that he was the only one to vote for. Maybe I should just not have voted. But it seems like everything that he ran on, he's only doing about half of it. I mean, he called me and you who support him stupid people because we demand the Epstein files to be released. And as he releases them, they're redacted so heavily, they're about useless. And then his AG says that they're not going to prosecute because the system would explode if they prosecuted. Well, so be it. If the system is that messed up, it needs to explode. I'm going to say something that's going to make some Christians, and especially my independent Baptist brethren, might make you upset. We are attacking Iran for two reasons, and none of it has to do with national security. Number one, we are attacking Iran for business interest. People that have an interest business-wise in Iran, the regime there being toppled. When are we going to learn? When are we going to learn? When we do these regime changes, it doesn't end well, especially for us. I mean, we helped the Taliban to get rid of the Russians, and then they turn on us. You know, everybody we help for regime change ends up becoming our enemies. And they are able to do so with weapons and training that we supplied them. Thomas Jefferson, man, he was so right about not getting involved in the world's affairs. George Washington stated it in his outgoing address to the people that, you know, we didn't need to be getting involved in endless wars like Europe was. The second reason that we're over there is because Trump bows to the wishes of Netanyahu and Israel. Whoops. Oops. Somebody's not going to like that. I am a supporter of Israel in the biblical sense. When God told Abraham, I will bless him that bless thee and curse him that curseth thee, it did not mean that Israel had carte blanche to do whatever they want and people need to bless them. The biblical blessing is to wish well. The biblical blessing is to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. That peace that can only come to them when they accept their Messiah, Jesus Christ. I have sent money to help with IFACs for the Israeli army. I have sent money to help missionaries go to Israel to get the gospel to them. I support Israel in the fact that they have a right to the land that God has given them. No two-party or two country system there, or whatever they want to call it. No, they have the right to all the land God gave them. They have a right to defend themselves. They have a right, as any other country, to declare war if they want to. And I think America should support them in those things. These are all really political areas we should support Israel. We should support them before the UN. We should support them before our country. But we should not support them in everything they do, because not everything they do is righteous. The Bible even shows us that God's people constantly did evil, and God would curse them and God would judge them. And even right now today, they have been placed on a shelf as the people of God because of their rejection of the Messiah and their disobedience. Now, God is going to come back to Israel to use them again. About Revelation chapter 6. Yep. We have not replaced Israel, folks. Israel's just on a shelf right now. But Revelation chapter 6, God's going to turn back to Israel. And he's going to start working with Israel and in Israel again. I support Israel in those manners. I pray for Israel. I pray for the peace of Jerusalem. I have supported them financially in ways that I feel are right. I have supported missionaries going there. And I love Israel and the fact that they are God's chosen people. But Israel is not a righteous nation. A few of the Epstein files that are able to be seen show us that some of Israel's highest ranking people have been pedophiles and took part with Epstein. That the Mossad had great dealings with Epstein and Epstein with the Mossad. Yeah. I don't support that. Do you? I can't bless that. Can you? Trump is not waging this war, and that's what it is, for national security. Iran has done nothing to us. Are they an enemy? Yes. Do they need to be watched? Yes. Do they need nuclear arms? No. But they haven't gotten there, and there are plenty of covert ways to hinder that. You don't need to start a full-scale war. You don't need to put our people in harm's way. Israel wants to fight Iran. Let them go to it. Let them go to it. That's their right. They want to fight another nation. Let them go to it. But we don't have to be there, and we don't have to fight for them. Israel is well capable of fighting her own battles. She is a top-trained military with top supplies. Most of them came from us. And I'm okay with that. I think that we can sell arms to Israel as an ally. But we shouldn't bless everything Israel does, and we shouldn't say this is righteous because Israel's involved or because this will help Israel in any... No. This is not a righteous war for America to be in. It's another senseless war that will cost us the lives of our young people for something that is not national security. You may disagree with me. That's fine. We all have the right to disagree. You'll see yourself wrong, though. How long is this war going to last? this war that has not been declared by Congress. And how long will it be before our Congress stands up to this punk? Yes, I call him a punk. That's what he is. He thinks he can just push people around. Look at what he's doing to Thomas Macy. Thomas Macy, the #1 constitutionalist in the Congress, and Trump is running smear campaigns against him, lies, to try to unseat him with a ex-Navy SEAL who's nothing but a neocon warmonger. He just wants another person who'll toe the line. Can't have anybody that disagrees with you, even though in the good things, he's always agreed with Trump. But because he pushed for the Epstein files to be released, oh, he's bad. He's a terrible person. He's not a patriot, and we need to get rid of him. Trump is a bully. Always has been, really. He is not the savior of America. And all of you independent Baptists especially that want to proclaim that Trump is our only hope for America. Folks, come on. Political realms is not in an area that any hope is in. Our hope is only in Jesus Christ and the gospel. That's the only hope for America. So let's stop with the senseless support. Let's start letting our voices be heard and say no to this garbage. No to these endless wars that have nothing to do with national security. No to doing just anything and everything Israel tells us to do. No to bullying a constitutional congressman. And Congress, I doubt you'll see this, but stand up to the bully. Stand up. I voted for him. I like what he's doing with the border. I like what he's doing with the illegal immigrants. But there's a lot of things I don't like. He is trampling all over the Constitution. And for just another short thing, I literally had somebody tell me when I said Trump's trampling on the Constitution, I had somebody tell me, well, the other side's done it long enough. It's our turn. So the other side trampled on the Constitution, and it's okay for us to do it now? No. We're supposed to be the people of the Constitution. We're supposed to be the supporters, the defenders. I gave an oath to defend the Constitution. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, but if you're an enemy of the Constitution, you are my enemy. And right now, Trump is showing himself my enemy. So stop giving him carte blanche to do whatever he wants. Somebody start standing up for the Constitution of the United States. God bless you all, and I pray for our service members that are going to be put in harm's way and are already in harm's way. I pray that somebody will put a stop to this before we get some people killed. If it was national security, I'd be right there. I have a son in the military, and I'd be fine with him going to fight. But I am not fine with this. I'm not fine with us unseating the Venezuelan dictator. Oh, he's sending drugs to America. Really? Then why don't you unseat the stupid idiots in Mexico? Because that's where more drugs are coming from than Venezuela. Why don't we go over and unseat the dictator in China? Because more drugs are coming from there than they are from Venezuela. It wasn't about the drugs. It was about the oil. That's it. If Trump really was America first, he'd be pushing for us to drill our own oil, not be trying to unseat dictators to control their oil. Have a good evening, folks.